49 million visitors in a single year, more than any city in Europe. This is Paris, a city so magnetic that people come back an average of 3 times. But here's what the travel brochures won't tell you: how to avoid the scams that cost tourists millions every year, where locals actually eat, and why the biggest mistake you can make is buying a ticket for the Eiffel Tower summit without reading this guide first. This is everything you need to know about Paris in 2026. Paris sits in the heart of northern France, straddling the Seine River. 2.1 million people in the city proper, 12 million in the greater metro area. French language. Catholic heritage alongside one of Europe's most cosmopolitan cultures. The currency is the euro, currently €1 to $1.19. The city is organized into 20 arrondissements, numbered districts that spiral outward from the center like a snail shell. Lower numbers mean closer to the center. Most tourists stick to arrondissements 1 through 8, that covers the Louvre, the Eiffel Tower, Champs-Élysées, and Notre-Dame. But some of the best neighborhoods are in the double digits. Let's start where every trip begins: getting there. Paris has 3 airports, but only 2 that matter. Charles de Gaulle, CDG, is the main international hub, 23 kilometers northeast of the city. The RERB train gets you to central Paris in 35 minutes for €11.40. Taxis run a flat €45 to the right bank. Uber costs about the same. Orly Airport is closer, just 14 kilometers south. Faster to reach, cheaper taxis, €36 to the left bank, 44 to the right bank. The Orly bus costs €9.50. If your flight lands at Orly, you're 20 minutes from the Eiffel Tower. Avoid Beauvais Airport unless your flight is dramatically cheaper. It's 69 kilometers away, 90 minutes by shuttle, €17. Budget airlines love it. Travelers don't. Coming from London? The Eurostar takes 2 hours 17 minutes, city center to city center. Prices start at $52 one way if you book early. 13 trains daily. No airport security, no baggage fees. It's the best way to arrive in Paris. Visa requirements. France is part of the Schengen area, 27 European countries with one unified visa policy. US, UK, Canadian, Australian, and Japanese citizens get 90 days visa-free. That's 90 days across all Schengen countries combined, within any 180-day period. New for 2026, ETIAS, the European Travel Information and Authorization System. Think of it like America's ESTA. If you're from a visa-free country, you'll need to register online before entering Europe. It's not a visa, it's a pre-screening authorization. Apply before you fly. Passport rule. Valid for at least 6 months beyond your departure date. Don't get caught at the gate. Paris has one of the best public transport systems in the world. The metro is your lifeline. A single ticket costs €2.55 as of January 2026. But here's the move. Buy a Navigo Decovert weekly pass, €32.40 plus a €5 card fee. Unlimited metro, RER, bus, and tram across all zones. It pays for itself in 2 days. Important, paper tickets are gone. Eliminated November 2025. Everything is digital now. Use the Navigo Easy Card or the Ile-de-France Mobilites app on your phone. Tap and go. The RER suburban trains connect the airports, Versailles, and Disneyland Paris. Same ticket within central Paris, €2.55. Outside the city, fares go up. Buses cost €1.60 per trip. Taxis start at €5 with a €2.60 per kilometer rate. Uber works everywhere, but usually costs more than taxis. And then there's Velib, Paris's bike-sharing system. €1 per 30 minutes for a mechanical bike. €3 for 45 minutes on an electric bike. Stations every 300 meters. Paris is flat. Paris has bike lanes. Velib is perfect. One more thing. Paris is extremely walkable. Most major attractions are within 30 minutes of each other on foot. The best way to see Paris? Walk along the Seine. Where you stay in Paris determines your experience. 6 neighborhoods, 6 personalities. Le Marais, 3rd and 4th arrondissements. Medieval streets meet trendy boutiques. Vibrant nightlife, Jewish Quarter, Place de Vosges, the oldest planned square in Paris. 300 to 400 euros per night. Best for culture seekers who want to be in the center of everything. Saint-Germain-des-Prés, 6th arrondissement. This is movie set Paris. Cobblestone streets, art galleries, Café de Flore where Hemingway and Sartre wrote. Walking distance to the Louvre and Luxembourg Gardens. 400 to 600 euros per night. Best for romantics and first-timers who want the postcard experience. Montmartre, 18th arrondissement. Village on a hill. Artists' quarter where Picasso and Toulouse-Lautrec lived. Sacré-Cœur Basilica at the summit with panoramic views. Under 300 euros per night. Best for budget travelers who want character over convenience. Latin Quarter, 5th arrondissement. The Student Quarter. Narrow medieval streets. The Pantheon, Shakespeare and Company Bookshop, buzzing cafes. Under 300 euros per night. Best for young travelers and history lovers. Champs-Élysées, 8th arrondissement. The Grand Boulevard. Luxury shopping, the Arc de Triomphe, iconic address. 600 euros and up per night. Best for luxury travelers and shoppers. Downside, tourist-heavy and expensive for dining. Bastille, 11th and 12th arrondissements. Young, vibrant local. Great nightlife, street markets, restaurants where Parisians actually eat. More affordable than central arrondissements. Best for travelers who want to live like a local. My recommendation? First-timers, Le Marais or Saint-Germain. Budget travelers, Montmartre or Latin Quarter. Luxury, Champs-Élysées. Local experience, Bastille. Let's talk attractions. Paris has over 130 museums and monuments. Here's what actually matters. The Eiffel Tower, 330 meters tall, built in 1889, visited by 6 million people every year. 3 levels. Second floor by stairs, 14 euros 80. Second floor by elevator, 23 euros 50. Summit access, 46 euros 10. Book online at least 2 weeks ahead. Walk-up lines can be 2 to 3 hours. Go at sunset for the best photos. The tower sparkles for 5 minutes every hour after dark. The Louvre, the world's most visited museum. 8.7 million visitors per year. 35,000 artworks across 73,000 square meters. Entry, 22 euros for EU citizens, 32 euros for non-EU. Under 18? Free. Don't try to see everything. Pick 3 wings and spend 3 hours. Must-sees. Mona Lisa, Venus de Milo, Winged Victory of Samothrace. Pro tip. Enter through the Carrousel du Louvre underground entrance to skip the pyramid line. Notre-Dame Cathedral, reopened December 2024 after a 5-year restoration following the devastating 2019 fire. Entry is free. But here's the catch. You need a timed reservation. Book the day before or same day on the official website. Without a reservation, expect a 2-hour wait. The towers are reopening in late 2025 with free admission. Arc de Triomphe, 16 euros online, 17 at the desk. Under 18 free. Climb 284 steps to the rooftop for one of the best views in Paris. 12 avenues radiating out like a star. Better view than the Eiffel Tower? Many locals think so. And no crowds. Sacré-Cœur Basilica, free entry. Perched on Montmartre Hill, the highest point in Paris. The panoramic view from the steps is free, stunning, and one of the most photographed spots in the city. Inside, Byzantine mosaics, peaceful atmosphere. Avoid the bracelet sellers on the stairs, they're aggressive. Palace of Versailles, a half-day trip, 40 minutes by RERC from central Paris. Covered by the Paris Museum Pass. The Hall of Mirrors, the royal apartments, 800 hectares of gardens. Go on a Tuesday or Wednesday to avoid weekend crowds. The musical fountains show runs weekends from April to October. Seine River Cruise, from 17 euros per person. 1-hour sightseeing cruise past Notre-Dame, the Louvre, Eiffel Tower, Musée d'Orsay. Evening dinner cruises go up to 130 euros. Bateaux Mouches and Vedettes du Pont Neuf are the most popular operators. Best time, sunset. And don't miss Sainte-Chapelle, a Gothic chapel on Isle de la Cite with floor-to-ceiling, stained glass windows from the 13th century. On a sunny day, The light streaming through 1,113 individual glass panels is one of the most beautiful sights in all of Europe, covered by the Paris Museum Pass. Now, the real reason people come to Paris, the food. Start with a croissant, €1.40 at a bakery. Flaky, buttery, warm. Pair it with a café cream, €3. That's breakfast for under €5. Find a bakery with the words Artisan Boulanger on the sign. It means they make everything from scratch. Croque monsieur, the French grilled ham and cheese, but elevated. Bechamel sauce, Gruyere cheese, thick bread. €8 to €15 at any bistro. Add a fried egg on top, and it becomes a croque madame. Steak frites, the French bistro staple. Perfectly seared steak with a pile of crispy fries. €15 to €25 at a mid-range restaurant. Order it saignant for rare, a point for medium. That's how the French eat it. Duck confit, slow-cooked duck leg with a crackling golden skin. Rich, tender, deeply satisfying. €20 to €30. A winter favorite, but available year-round. French onion soup, caramelized onions in rich beef broth, topped with a thick layer of melted Gruyere over crusty bread. €8 to €12. Hearty, warming, iconic. Cream brulee, vanilla custard with a caramelized sugar crust. Crack it with a spoon. €7 to €10. The perfect ending to any Parisian meal. Escargots, snails in garlic parsley butter. Yes, really. And they're delicious. €10 to €15 for an appetizer of 6. Buttery, garlicky, surprisingly tender. Try them at least once. Ratatouille, the Provençal vegetable stew. Eggplant, zucchini, bell peppers, tomatoes. €12 to €18. Light, healthy, beautiful on the plate. Where to eat on a budget. Bouillon Chartier, a stunning Belle Époque dining hall serving traditional French dishes from €9.90. Duck confit, beef bourguignon, steak tartare, all under €14. No reservations. Just queue. It's an experience. Paris has 123 Michelin-starred restaurants, 10 of them with 3 stars. If you want to splurge, plan months ahead. Expect €80 to €200 per person. But honestly, a €15 lunch menu at a neighborhood bistro can be just as memorable. Let's talk money. How much does Paris actually cost per day? Budget travelers, hostels, bakery breakfasts, free attractions can do Paris for €80 to €120 per day. That's $86 to $130. Accommodation, €35 to €50 for a hostel dorm. Food, €25 to €40 eating at bakeries, markets, and budget bistros. Transport, €2 to €12 on metro tickets. Activities, €10 to €25 mixing free sites with 1 to 2 paid attractions. Mid-range travelers, 3-star boutique hotels, sit-down restaurants, museum passes, budget €150 to €220 per day. $162 to $238. Accommodation, €120 to €180. Food, €50 to €80. Transport, €12 to €32. Activities, €10 to €25. Luxury travelers, 5-star hotels, Michelin dining, private guides, €300 to €500 and up per day. $324 to $540. Accommodation alone, €250 to €400. Food, €80 to €200. No ceiling. Cost-saving tips. Get the Navigo weekly pass. €32.40 for unlimited transport versus $2 to $55 per ride. Visit free attractions first, Notre-Dame, Sacré-Cœur, Luxembourg Gardens, Tuileries. Eat the Formule de Midi. Fixed lunch menus at €15 to €19 at local bistros. Book attraction tickets online to skip lines and save €1 to €2 per ticket. And avoid eating near the Eiffel Tower or Champs-Élysées. Tourist markup doubles prices. How safe is Paris? Overall safety score, 68 out of 100. Moderate. Violent crime against tourists is rare. But Paris is the #2 city globally for pickpocketing. This is the section that could save you hundreds of euros. The radar chart breaks it down. Crime safety, 65. Moderate, petty theft common. Health risk, 85. Excellent healthcare system. Political stability, 70. Stable, occasional protests. Natural disaster risk, 90. Very low. Scam risk, 50. High. Tourist scams are constant and sophisticated. Common scams. The petition scam. Groups approach you near the Eiffel Tower, Louvre, or Sacré-Cœur with clipboards. They ask you to sign a petition for a fake charity. While you're distracted, an accomplice picks your pocket. Politely refuse. Say non merci. Keep walking. The bracelet scam, especially on the Montmartre stairs leading to Sacré-Cœur. Someone ties a string bracelet on your wrist, then demands 20 to 50 euros. They're aggressive. Keep your hands in your pockets. Say non firmly and walk away. Metro pickpocketing. Paris Metro is ground zero for pickpockets. They work in teams. One distracts, another steals. Hotspots. Lines 1 and 4, Châtelet-les Halles Station, and any train to the Eiffel Tower. Use a crossbody bag. Keep it in front of you. Never put your phone in a back pocket. Emergency numbers. 112. European emergency, works for everything. 15. Medical emergencies. 17. Police. 18. Fire. U.S. Embassy in Paris. +33 1 43 12 22 22. Tourist police are at major train stations including Gare du Nord. Health tips. Tap water is safe to drink in Paris. Ask for un carafe d'eau at restaurants. It's free. Pharmacies are everywhere. Look for the Green Cross. The French healthcare system is world-class. Get travel insurance anyway. Hospital visits can be expensive for foreign nationals. 6 hidden gems most tourists walk right past. Canal Saint-Martin, a historic waterway built in 1825 in the 10th arrondissement. Tree-lined banks, iron footbridges, local cafes. No tour buses. No souvenir shops. Just Parisians living their lives. Pack a picnic. Bring a bottle of wine. Sit by the water. This is the real Paris. Rue Cremeuse, the most colorful street in Paris. Pastel-painted houses with flower boxes. A 2-minute walk from Gare de Lyon in the 12th arrondissement. Instagram famous, but still peaceful in the early morning. Go before 9 a.m. to avoid the crowds. The Promenade Planty, the world's first elevated park. Built in 1994 on an abandoned railway viaduct. It runs from Bastille to the Bois de Vincennes, 4.7 kilometers of gardens, flowers, and tree canopy above street level. Below the viaduct, artisan workshops and boutiques. This park inspired New York's High Line. Paris did it first. The covered passages. Paris has dozens of 19th-century glass-roofed shopping arcades hidden between buildings. Galerie Vivienne is the most beautiful, built in 1823, with restored mosaic floors and an ornate glass ceiling. Old bookshops, tea rooms, independent boutiques. Free to walk through. A time capsule. Parc de Butte-Chaumont, a 25-hectare park in northeast Paris with waterfalls, a lake, cliffs, and a Roman-style temple perched on an island. Almost no tourists. In spring, it has the largest collection of cherry blossom trees in Paris. Pack a picnic. Place de Vosges, the oldest planned square in Paris. 17th-century red brick buildings with perfect symmetry. A quiet garden in the center. Art galleries under the arcades. Victor Hugo's former apartment is here, now a free museum. Le Marais at its most elegant. 3 days in Paris. Here's the plan. Day 1, iconic Paris. Start at the Eiffel Tower. Arrive at 9 a.m. with pre-booked tickets. 1 to 2 hours. Walk 15 minutes across Pont d'Iéna to the Trocadero for the best photo. Metro to Champs-Élysées. Walk the boulevard to the Arc de Triomphe. Climb 284 steps for the view. 16 euros. Late lunch at a bistro in the 8th. 15 euros for mule de midi. Afternoon. Seine River cruise from Pont de l'Alma. 17 euros, 1 hour. Evening. Walk along the Pont Alexander III bridge at golden hour. Dinner in Le Marais. Total day cost, 90 to 150 euros plus meals. Day 2. History and culture. Start at the Louvre. Open at 9 a.m. 3 hours max, 22 to 32 euros. Walk 15 minutes to Sainte-Chapelle on Isle de la Cité. Then 5 minutes to Notre-Dame, free, but book your time slot. Lunch in the Latin Quarter, 15 euros. Afternoon, wander the Latin Quarter. Visit Shakespeare and Company Bookshop, free. Walk to Luxembourg Gardens, free. Evening, Saint-Germain-des-Prés for dinner. Café de Flore for a coffee, €6, but you're paying for literary history. Total day cost, €60 to €100 plus meals. Day 3, Montmartre, Hidden Paris, and Versailles. Option A, start at Sacré-Cœur, free. Arrive early to avoid crowds. Wander Montmartre, Place du Tertre, Moulin Rouge photo, vineyard. Walk down to Canal Saint-Martin for a picnic lunch. Afternoon, explore the covered passages. Evening, rooftop dinner or final Seine walk. Option B, half day at Versailles. Take the RERC, 40 minutes. Palace, Gardens, Hall of Mirrors. Back by 3 p.m. Total day cost, €40 to €120 plus meals. 3-day budget summary. Budget traveler, €80 per day, €240 total, $260. Mid-range, €185 per day, $555 total, $600. Luxury, €400 per day, $1,200 total, $1,300. 12 French phrases that will change how Parisians treat you. Rule number 1. Always say bonjour, bonjour, before anything else. In a shop, restaurant, bakery, metro station, Parisians consider it rude to skip the greeting. This one word changes everything. Bonsoir, bonsoir, good evening. Switch to this after 6 p.m. Au revoir, goodbye. Say it when leaving any shop, even if you didn't buy anything. S'il vous plaît, s'il vous plaît, please. Add it to every request. Merci, merci, thank you. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup, thank you very much. Excusez-moi, excusez-moi, excuse me. For getting past people in crowds, on the metro, in museums. Parlez-vous anglais? Parlez-vous anglais? Do you speak English? Always ask before switching to English. Je ne parle pas français. Je ne parle pas français. I don't speak French. Combien ça coûte? Combien ça coûte? How much does it cost? L'addition, s'il vous plaît. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. The bill, please. Où sont les toilettes? Où sont les toilettes? Where are the toilets? Je voudrais, je voudrais, I would like. Je voudrais un café, I would like a coffee. Most Parisians under 40 speak decent English. But starting in French, even badly, earns respect. Try the phrases. They'll warm up. So is Paris worth it? 49 million visitors say yes. And they're right. Paris is expensive. The metro smells. The waiters can seem cold. The lines at the Louvre are brutal. But then you turn a corner and see the Eiffel Tower lit up against a purple sky. You bite into a croissant that makes every other croissant you've ever had feel like a lie. You sit in a cafe where Hemingway wrote, and the afternoon stretches into evening, and you realize, this is why people keep coming back. Paris isn't just a city. It's a feeling. Best time to visit. May to September, warm, long days, perfect for walking. Visa, 90 days visa-free for most Western nationalities. Register for EISHAs in 2026 before you fly. Budget, €80 per day for budget travelers. 150 to 220 for mid-range. 300 plus for luxury. Start with Le Marais. Get the Navigo weekly pass. Eat at bakeries for breakfast and bistros for lunch. Book the Eiffel Tower and Louvre online 2 weeks ahead. Skip the tourist restaurants near major landmarks. Walk along the Seine at sunset. Visit Notre-Dame. It's free and fully restored. Explore the covered passages. Say bonjour before everything. And give yourself at least one unplanned day. Because the best moments in Paris are the ones you don't expect. If this story inspired you, subscribe and hit the bell for new travel guides every week. Like this video if Paris made your heart skip a beat. And leave a comment telling us, which hidden gem are you visiting first? Share this guide with someone planning their dream trip.